Hello, my friends. Welcome to your practice for today. My name is Katrina, and as always, it is an honor to share this space with you. We're going to get started at the top of our mat, so come ahead and join me. Feet are going to stand inner hip width distance apart, and as you arrive, go ahead and relax your shoulders. Flip the palms forward, and I invite you to close your eyes. Take this moment to bring awareness into your inhales, your pauses, and exhales. Noticing the sensations of the breath, of your body, from the soles of your feet, scanning all the way up through the crown of your head. Bring in awareness to the grounding of the inner arches of your toes. Bringing up that terrestrial energy from the earth, all the way up through every energy center, every chakra of your being. And if thoughts arise, let them arise, observe them, without any desire to change them. Stand tall, stand strong, stand solitary, like the mountain. Take a long inhale through your nose. Audible exhale, a clearing exhale out through your mouth. Set an intention or a dedication to your practice for today. And blink your eyes whenever you're ready. And go ahead and just walk the heels out so that the feet are at the edges of your mat. On your next inhale, go ahead and lower your hips down. Maybe you shimmy towards the left leg and over to the right, creating that rhythm for your practice for today. And as you make your way down into a passive squat, Mahalasana, drive your elbows into the inner lining of your legs. Focus on maintaining a nice tall spine from the sit bones all the way up through the crown of your head. And if this is too much for you, always know that you could sit on top of a block, but keep driving your knees wide. Take an inhale through your nose. On your exhale, we're going to send our hips up into space and back into a wide leg forward fold. Inhale, reversing that action, sitting down low into that passive squat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Drive the hips back and up. Inhale through your nose, back into that passive squat, Mahalasana. Exhale, drive the hips. Inhale, sit low. Exhale, forward fold. One more time, just like that. Inhale, sit your hips low, driving the knees wide, look up. Exhale to fold. Walk your feet closer in towards each other and just pedal out through the feet for just a moment. And we're going to be generally hands-free in this practice. So giving your wrists and hands a nice little moment of rest. And focusing on the lower body. Focusing on the hips, the legs, the ankles. And then whenever you're ready, root to rise. Head will be less. Tadasana. Deep inhale through your nose. Audible exhale, let it go. Beautiful. Left knee comes up high towards the chest. Notice how this left leg feels for a moment. Interlace your hands underneath that left leg And then from here, I want you to kick that left leg out. It helps to really flex that left foot. Keep bringing this right hip back. I know it wants to come along for the ride, but just keep bringing that right hip back, squaring off through the hips. Kick it back to center. Exhale, kick it out. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, kick it out. Return to center. Exhale, kick it out. Bring that left leg behind you. Come onto the tops of that left foot. And almost as if you're pressing the top of that left foot down onto the mat. From here, can you square your hips, tuck your tailbone in, and really drive the energy down towards the top of that left foot. So you're pressing that left foot down. And I want you to imagine as if you want to bring that left foot to the same line of that right foot. Pull that left leg towards you. Holding this isometric hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Go ahead and release that and just draw a couple of little circles with that right ankle, exploring different directions. Then that left foot meets the right. Notice the difference of how your left leg feels compared to the right, even through those small isometric holds. Because in order to get the hips open and mobile, we have to first work on the ankles, since ankle mobility directly impacts your hips. With that being said, right knee into the chest, interlace your hands underneath that right leg, take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, kick that right leg out. Bring it back to center. Keep pressing that left hip back. It always wants to come for a ride, that opposite hip, so just keep sending it back. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, kick it forward. Bring it back to center 3 more times, just like that. Exhale, kick. Inhale, return. Exhale, kick. Inhale, return. Exhale, kick. From here, release that right leg and bring the top of that right foot behind you, pressing down through that right foot. Feeling the stretch into the toes. This could feel like a pretty intense stretch. But I want you to tuck your tailbone in and almost as if imagining that you want to drive that right foot to meet the left. Keep squaring off through the hips. Press down through that right foot for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Draw those tiny circles with that right ankle. Exploring the opposite directions as well. Beautiful. Right foot meets the left. Inhale, your left knee comes up high towards your chest. We're taking a couple of hip cars here. So I want you to keep this bend, this 90-degree bend with that left leg. Maybe you place your hands on top of your waist just to maintain your balance. Create a drishti here, forward and down, just to maintain your balance as we're going to be moving through this left leg. So from here, I want you to open that left leg out like a door. Then shift your weight forward, hinge from your hips. Bring that left leg behind you, almost as if you want to kick that left glute with that left heel. Inhale, we're back in our starting position. 2 more rounds just like that. Open up that door, hinge from your hips, bring that left leg up, and then starting position. 1 more time in that direction. Now, I think you know what's headed next. We're going to switch directions. So from here, hinge from your hips. Keep kicking up through that left leg. Open up that door. Rise up. Back to that starting position. Kick it up, up, up. Hinge from your hips. Open it up. It's almost as if you're trying to climb over a hurdle. Allowing this movement to really, really, really come from the hips. 1 more time, just like that. Your right leg is probably burning right now, but that's totally cool. Beautiful. Left foot meets the right. Go ahead and shake out through that right leg. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Open up that right leg, keeping that right leg bent. Hinge from your hips as that right heel tries to kick into that right glute. Come back to the starting position. Open up that right leg, hinge from your hips, return to start. One more time in this direction. Open it up, bring it over, kick. Good. From here, we're going to switch sides, switching directions. Exhale, lean forward, keeping the integrity of that right leg, and at the same time, finding the stability in that left leg. One more round, just like that. Your left leg is probably talking to you right now. Awesome. Right foot meets the left. Go ahead and just wiggle it out for a moment. And maybe you even come up onto your toes, giving a nice little movement into the ankles, into the toes. Awesome. From here, we're going to get into our flow. Again, this is a hands-free, lower body, mobility focus flow. So really focus on your balance, focus on having fun, and focus on exploring some different movement patterns for you today. I encourage you to find your flow and find your own groove to this. Inhale, left knee into the chest. Exhale, hinge, hinge, hinge forward. Almost as if you're coming into a shrimp squat variation. I want you to lower down, bending through that right leg, stab the left toes behind you, kicking off through that right leg and coming into a pistol squat variation. You could even float that right leg up to challenge your balance some more. From here, we're just going to take a couple of rounds, moving forward, moving over that right ankle, challenging the range of motion there. The ankles tend to get compressed based on our lifestyle and based on the shoes that we wear. So it's really important to spend a lot of attention, a lot of love into the ankles. So go at your own pace as you shift forward and back, challenging the dorsiflexion of that right ankle. One more time, just like that. As you move forward, listen to the change here. Shift your weight forward, press down to the right leg, tuck your left toes underneath you, bow your chest and heart forward into pyramid pose. You could come onto your fingertips or you could float the arms behind you. From here, bend through that right leg, lower your left knee down, kicking off through that right foot, coming into that pistol squat preparation. Move forward on your exhale. Make your way into pyramid pose. One more time, just like that. Coordination, movement, and balance. From pyramid pose, bend in through that right leg, almost as if you're coming into crouching warrior. Can you kick that left heel to your left glute? From here, can you slowly start to stand up? And as you stand, can you imagine yourself going over that hurdle to take you back into that one-leg Tadasana? Beautiful, everyone. Lower your left foot down to meet the right. Repeating that movement into the opposite side. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, hinge forward, kicking that right heel to your right glute. Bending through your left leg, challenging your range, stab your right toes behind you. Lower your hips down into your right heel until you can float that left leg up. Pistol squat preparation. Lower that left foot down. From here, we're going to come back into moving over that ankle, the left ankle. Challenging the range, challenging your balance. And you might notice that one side feels a little bit stuck, and that's totally normal. Just focus on getting that movement, having fun here. Take one last round wherever you are. Awesome. So from this pistol squat variation, listen closely. Shift your weight forward, bow your chest, and crown down. Pyramid pose, hands or no hands. Bending through that left leg, lower your right knee down. Pistol squat preparation. Shift your weight forward. Pyramid pose. 2 more just like that. Pistol squat variation. And you're really just seeing how it feels like to send the energy back and forward. From here, bend through your left leg, hands meet at heart center. Bypassing through crouching warrior, kick that right heel to your right glute. And then stand up with that left leg. As you go over that hurdle, keep bending through, keep pushing through with that right leg. One-legged Tadasana. Lower your right foot down to meet the left. Awesome. Second round, you've got this. Inhale, left knee into the chest. Hinge from your hips. Lower down. Move into that pistol squat variation. Trust your energy to move you from space to space. Fold into pyramid pose. Inhale to bend through that right knee. Lower down that left knee with control. Pistol squat preparation. Dig through that right heel to pull you into that pyramid pose. Connect breath with movement. Trust the energy to move you. And listen carefully from this pyramid pose. Bend through that right leg. Hands meet at heart center. Kick that left heel to your left glute. Stand up, moving over that hurdle. One leg Tadasana. Lower your left foot down to meet the right. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Right foot lands lightly at the back of the mat. Push yourself into that pistol squat variation. Shifting the weight forward, you fold, pyramid pose. Inhale, pistol squat variation. You probably know exactly where we're going with all this preparation. Fold. Inhale, lower. Exhale to lift that left leg up. Beautiful work. From this pyramid pose, fold. Bend through the left leg, hands meet at heart center. Bypassing through crouching warrior, kick that right heel to right glute. Begin to stand up as that right leg drives into that one leg Tadasana. Lower your right foot down to meet the left. Beautiful. Listen for the change here. Inhale your left knee into the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Stab the left toes behind you. Coming into that pistol squat variation. If you want to try the pistol squat, lower down into your left foot. Option to grab a hold of your right toe with your right peace fingers, so your index and middle finger. And the key to rising up into pistol squat is to move forward, so send your body forward, and flex through the spine. So if you want to try out this pistol squat, you're going to lean forward, drive up through that left leg. And because we went up, we have to go down. So keep flexing that spine forward, bending through that left foot. And we're here on the ground. Beautiful. Stab your right heels, fold into pyramid pose. Bend through your left leg. Coming into that pistol squat variation. Stay here or rise up. Lower down with control. Right heel stabs down. Fold forward, pyramid pose. Challenge your balance here. Coming into that pistol squat variation. Stay here or power up through that left leg. Kick that right leg up. Beautiful. Lower down. Right heel stabs forward. Bow down, pyramid pose. Bend through that right leg. Crouching warrior. Listen here for the change. Straighten that right leg out. And start to stand up as you straighten through that left leg. You're going over that hurdle. Keep energizing through that left leg. Beautiful. Left knee into the chest. Lower your left foot down. That work is very challenging, but I want you to recognize your grace. Recognize that each challenge that presents itself along the way is part of your growth, right? It's all part of the growth process. So embrace the moment. Make the moment yours. And if you can't stand up in the pistol squat, don't worry about it. It's all part of the work. Inhale your right knee into the chest. Exhale, hinge forward. Right foot lowers down. arrive into that pistol squat variation. The same principle applies here. You could come down on your right foot, maintain this flexed spine forward, and maintain the motion of going forward even though you're standing up. Think forward, flexion. Take an inhale to prepare. So for my fellow pistol squat peeps, we're going to rise on up. Lower down with control. Keep flexing through the spine. Lean forward, pyramid pose. Bend through that left leg, pistol squat preparation. Stay here or rise on up. What goes up must come down. Lean forward, shift your weight forward, modified pyramid pose. Laugh at yourself and give yourself some grace for trying out these movements. Take an inhale, one last round for that pistol squat. Give it a try if you wish. You could always hold into that left big toe if you think it's going to help you with that balance. Exhale. Lower it back down. Shift your weight forward, bow down, pyramid pose. Inhale, bypassing through that crouching warrior. Kick that right heel, straighten out the left leg, and going over that hurdle with that straight right leg. Bring it forward. Right knee into the chest. Lower your right foot down to meet the left. Beautiful. From here, left knee into the chest. Open it up. Step your left foot to the very back of the mat. Click your heels out. Take an inhale here. Either reach your arms up or reach your arms to the side. Exhale, send your hips back, back, back into space. Wide leg forward fold. Take a moment here. Carve out some space for yourself. Carve out some space for your energy. Let this be a resting place for you. Take an inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine. On your exhale, walk your hands to the very back of your mat and come on into a high horizon lunge. Come on to the outer blades of both feet. Reach your left arm overhead. You could lower down with control and rise back out of it. Pressing down firmly through the blades of your feet. Lower to rise. Lower to rise. Plant your left hand down. Walk yourself back into that forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten your spine. On your exhale, this time walk your right hands to the very top of your mat. Come on to the outer blades of both feet. This time horizon lunge. Lower down and rise. Lower and rise. Lower and rise. Beautiful. Walk your hands to a forward fold. Come down onto your forearms or onto your hands if needed. Adjust yourself. Modify yourself, maybe even bending through the right leg or bending through the left leg. Inhale to halfway lift. On your exhale, walk your hands forward, your journey to Amalasana. Feel how different this passive squat feels compared to the passive squat that you took at the very beginning of our journey. Feeling that spaciousness into the hips. Feel into the availability of your right and left ankles. Notice how you could sit a little bit taller and a little bit longer here. And whenever you're ready, come onto your back body. And this was a quick little practice for you today that you could always revisit whenever you need some break from your hands, your wrists, or if you need some gentle hip mobility and fun challenge along the way. From here, just lie down and settle into your Shavasana. Allow yourself this opportunity of rest. Allow yourself to find transformation in the pauses. And allow yourself to give yourself grace to grow. Take as much time as you need in the Shavasana. As always, I have so much fun sharing this practice with you wherever in the world you may be. Please drop a comment in the comment box below. I would love to hear from you wherever in the world you are tuning into this practice. Thank you for being here. I wish you so much love and light wherever you're going. I bow down to you and all of your efforts. Thank you.